not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A run for Nick Chubb, and that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. And his kick is indeed good. The Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The linebackers at 10 on the sack, and it'll be to 3rd and long.
Here's a little bit mobility. Sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play fake. Mahomes. And Wilson with it, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is, yes.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On play action, it's Mahomes. Wilson. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for KC.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
Looking deep for Adams. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And it's a Packers touchdown. Davante Adams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 4. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And powering through at the 35. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. On 2nd and 10, Mayfield going deep for Diggs. And this is caught. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Dropped at the 35, able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And again, it's Mayfield. Well, he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Titan think.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Nick Chubb becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
51 yards on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And gets by him, and now a little daylight. Hang on here. They declined that. So the yardage will stand.
There has to be confusion coming from the bench to the field about what their intentions are, because you guarantee they want the penalty. Turn down that big yardage gained against them. Instead, they turn down the penalty, and the yardage stands.
Forced, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down. second sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Inside 4 minutes to go. Third quarter. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now here's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Butker's kick here is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
They're just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And it's a Packers touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7. As they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 182 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's brought in by Wilson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. And finding the tight end Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Mahomes firing complete, and this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Throwing, Mayfield. This one swung out here to Jones.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Mayfield now. He'll find Aguara complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The left side caught by Diggs. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Now, they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. And they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Packers, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Arizona Cardinals. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Murray. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Here's Murray from midfield. This one caught by Isabella. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there. So that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
5 yards from the end zone, first and goal.
To throw is Murray. He'll buy some time right. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Murray now to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Rolling to his right. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guy. Will get the football back.
Recovered by the Lions.
On the option to give to Swift here. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Now they go play action now. Here's Strebler. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Chandler Jones in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this off to Swift. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Now this throw caught left side, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Robert Alford on the tackle. 1st and goal.
Here's Swift. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Sliding out of the pocket to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And to the left side here, Wilson. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
A gain of a yard.
They'll go. Strebler. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit.
T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Murray has the first down and more. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take it.
And he works free. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Murray's throw here taken in by Isabella.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Oh, a strip. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Recovered by Arizona.
Following the fumble recovery, Murray. Past the 20. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Now Murray.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he gets us up just shy of the 15.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Strebler's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Buying time to his left. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Murray. Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Strebler. Open man is Quintez Cephas.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
It'll be Lions football to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
To throw is Strebler.
Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
On play action, Strebler.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And he's going to try and do this himself.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Out of the shotgun, Strebler.
That's taken in, complete to Reynolds.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Lava's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Flushed it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Golden able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Strebler to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Seibert's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Flush to his right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play there for Arizona. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw, it's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Conner. Touchdown!
James Conner
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, it's Strebler. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
On the option to give to Swift here. 106 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. 20. 5. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Kyle Pitts.
Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right.
He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Strebler's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun is Strebler. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. He's going to keep this again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40. The 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a run. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off near the 29. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Cardinals 42, Lions 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air.
Open man is Raymond. He's got it.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Now they go play action now. Here's Strebler.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Here's Strebler. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, here's Swift. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Officially, no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Check pass, check pass.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and